hit or miss with this phone thing, so I don't know. You let me know when you come in. So the game is officially over as of, I guess, last night, maybe today. It's a impossible task now, as they like to say. See if YouTube would show me some love. Probably not, because I had to do some fucking around with my settings as I was getting ready to go live for this. Holy shit. What is up, man? Can you hear me, NG? Is my phone showing me love today along with YouTube? YouTube apparently did. They put out notifications, I guess, but it was over another live stream. Well, thanks for coming over here, man. Show the love and loyalty. Yo, what up? So, in case y'all haven't heard, I know you probably can't see me. I got dirty windows and lights in my coming through. I'm not important though. My face isn't important. It's just the face of something that was supposed to be bigger. Don't know how big that thing is now, but whatever. If you haven't heard yet, I guess they pushed that new. It was supposed to be keep our kids safe. Now it's keep our communities safe. Whatever the hell the bill's called, and it's officially game over. The federal government's now printing money than bribing states with it for those states to enact red flag laws, which they all will do at the end. You have 14 Republicans that jumped on this for you guys that need to vote harder. You didn't vote hard enough, guys. You didn't do your due diligence. Anybody that voted for fuckers like Rob Portman, piece of shit. Vote a little harder November, guys. You can get this turned around. You can get it repealed, I'm sure. Also, it is opening up the juvenile medical records of people, and if you were admitted into a mental institution for any reason post your 16th birthday, you will be ineligible to buy firearms through a 4473. If you have an ex-girlfriend that decides she wants to call the cops on you for no apparent reason, and they come to arrest you and hit you with it'll be a domestic violence now, I guess, which I don't know how they're going to enforce that, because a lot of states don't have those laws. Nonetheless, they are making it's more groups, and that's how they do it. It's always about the least popular group at the time that they haven't went after yet. So felons, then it was mentally ill, then it was domestic. We've already went through this shit one time and on the state level in most states. But now the federal government has full reign, and it's totally game over now. Not only are they creating these laws, and this right here is why the federal government never was given the jurisdiction or the authority to create national sweeping laws or tax the people directly. Because now that it has control over the money that doesn't even exist, it's fake, it's digital ones and zeros that don't even exist yet. They will bribe the states to do what they want. The states will do it because politicians are crooked. And if something isn't done in the very near future, that's something, I don't know what, not calling for violence, not calling for you to do something illegal, immoral, emotional, I don't know, give a tree a hug, not calling for you to do anything. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. But if some shit don't get fixed real quick, shit's going to get real fucked up. Now, on the juvenile part of it, that part of the bill does sunset in 10 years. Not that really makes a difference. They openly violate the rights of the people now. The people allow it, and you still have these fuckers like, I just, for some reason, a Cowboy 32 video came up, and it was about this very topic. And I told him, I said, you didn't vote hard enough, man. That's what happened here. Y'all didn't vote hard enough. You didn't send enough money to the FOP, the POC, or whoever. NRA. Didn't send them enough money. Maybe you should buckle down and send them an extra $20 next week. Didn't send your local sheriffs enough cash, guys. You didn't support your local sheriffs enough. At what point do you open your eyes and recognize what's really happening? They're coming after you. They have declared a war against you. Fuck us. It's about you now. Because you're going to be the only one there when they decide to kick in your door for absolutely no goddamn reason whatsoever. Something as small as saying the shit that I say on here. I said it the other day. Once this is passed into law, and it will be passed, it will be enforced, I give it 30 days. 30 days before some fucking idiot, probably that I've never spoke to in her life, but comes and hangs out in my town for a week at a time, drive a mile within my house, but doesn't stop by to say hi. Ain't that some rude shit? How you gonna drive all that way and not even say hi when you have such a problem with me? But anyway, I give it 30 days and some shit will be called in on me. And like, I'm like the least violent dude in the world. I don't want to see anybody get hurt ever. Don't even care if they're my worst enemy. I don't want to see them get hurt because, you know, physical harm does nothing but causes pain. Not even so much to that person, but to the people around them that I don't know that probably aren't as stupid as those people. I don't know. But, you know, what do you do at this point, man? I guess you just do the things with prayer and wait for it to come. Switch your game up. Don't be sleeping the same hours. It's like, I never sleep the same hours. Ever. Ever, never, ever. Why? Well, you know, never know when you might need to be awake at 3:27 a.m. in the morning when goodness God's coming through. You know, fortify your place, put gates up, put morning buzzers, put them, you know, the bear signals or the bear scare things with they take the 12-gauge shells. You can buy them for like $25 or some shit. Put those up. Strand barbed wire across your property in the middle of the woods. You know, do whatever you got to do to give yourself the best opportunity you have to ward criminals off. You know, give them all the warnings. Give them the signs, the gates, the tripwires, the barbed wire, and let them know you're not welcome here. But all that, you know, you've done everything in your power to just be left alone. But this is what happens when you have a nation of stupid people, man, and we do. This like, and I see it more and more every day, and every day it gets closer and closer to home. There's people who are just fucking stupid. My dad's a great example of this. I talked to him today for a few minutes about this shit that's going on. He's like, oh, they're just wanting to expand background checks. It's okay. I'm like, seriously, Dad? 3 months ago, you was okay with, you know, convicted murderers getting guns, and now you're on that because you had your face in front of Fox News for the last 3 months and haven't really talked to you? Like, get out of here, man. They are delusional. They are. And it's, you know, and what like kills me about it all is they don't see it. They can't see that they are the problem. You know, the quote-unquote center-right, center-to-right is the majority in this country. It doesn't matter if you're the majority if you're supporting the minority who is immoral pricks that just want to control you. And that's what they do. Why? Because they only know what they've been told. You know what I mean? It's like they don't know anything past that. I mean, like Codaboy 32, I talked to that dude for 2 years probably. So he is not only willfully ignorant, he is just stupid at this point. He knows because I've told him. I've made him well aware of what was going to happen with the federal government. And by God, I'm pretty sure that everything that I said was going to happen, if it didn't happen directly, it came damn close. And here we are. I mean, what are you going to do? They're going to make it, you know, they didn't make it illegal for you for private sales, but that's what it is. They don't have to prove that you intended to make money or you intended to, however they worded it at this time. And, you know, and then who decides what, we had this conversation the other night. I had it with somebody the other night. So the quote unquote constitutional carry, right? We know there's nothing constitutional about it, but most people don't. So in constitutional carry laws, if you read those laws in most states, it doesn't repeal any other law. So what does that mean? It means it comes down to the dickhead wearing the badge that catches you with a gun. He can still enforce those old laws because they still exist. Laws are never repealed. They're just added to. And in the end, what it will come down to, one law will say it's okay to go on green, okay to go on, or, you know, one will say it's okay to go on green, and another law will say it's okay to go on yellow, and another law will say that you must stop on yellow and red. And then it's up to the cop to decide if he wants to arrest you for, you know, because you was in the middle of the intersection on the yellow light. And like, that's where we're headed, man. Like, and people don't see it. And it's not only going to be in your local cops, and they're going to follow through with it because they're just as much a part of this. The sheriffs are just as much a part of this as the feds are. All of them. Enforcement has been the problem throughout until the beginning of man. Like, you know, I'm just to the point I really don't even give a fuck anymore. You know, I've been like that for a long time, but like, it's almost like every day I genuinely I don't want to see nothing happen to you. It's not even about me. I could care less about me. It's about my kids. It's about my wife. It's about my friends. It's about people I don't know. I'm not okay with some badge thug violating somebody's rights in California today. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that happening to one person. And nobody should be. It doesn't matter what promises you're given in return for that. We all know it's happening. We all know that today in this country, some prick wearing a badge and a gun violated someo's rights. I'm sure we can all agree on that. It's happened to at least one person today. I'm not okay with that. You know, at what point are you not going to be okay with it? But it's you know, I hate using the term clown world. But that's what it is, man. We're at the fucking circus. And I'm watching the center ring. You know, like, once you step outside that box, you know, you take your time to really read into things and see what things mean. You look at everything differently. Like, I know, it's not an opinion, it's a fact, that these pricks have literally stolen our lives from us. How much better would your life be if you was able to keep every dollar you earned? Probably at least 45% better. And really, I mean, even our dollars. You know, fiat currency is unconstitutional. They don't care. And now that they print it, or at least, you know, the Federal Reserve prints it, and they're all tied in with the, you know, the politicians, and the Rockefellers own the Federal Reserve. But now that they can print the money and borrow it anytime they want, they can make a phone call and borrow $6 trillion. Guaranteed to be paid back with interest from future Social Security numbers. Like, you hear that shit, and people talk that shit, and you call them crazy, and, you know, you're insane, you're a dumbass. I used to do the same shit, but until, like, the simplest questions started popping up in my brain, like, wait, how am I free again if government has complete authority over me? And you think they had authority over you before? Oh, you just wait, it's coming. It's here. We are here. It is fucking game over from this point on. When this passes in the Senate, and it will. I mean, I'm not one to tell people what to do or how to live your life, but you better be on your fucking P's and Q's. I mean, it's just unreal. It's unreal that less than 150,000 people rule over 350 million people. That should tell you something. So have you ever heard of the I forget when they actually did this test, but I read about it in my younger years, where they had a bunch of people, and it was on a city street.
I use this percent.
Yeah, and it was on a city street, and they just had these people stand in the line. Now, like, the first 50 or 100 people were paid to just stand there and not say nothing, not tell people why they were standing there, but just stand in a line. And what you had happen was everybody walking by just started jumping in the line. Proves a lot of things. Number one, everybody wants something, right? Normally they think people standing in a line on a city street is probably going to be something for free. Number two is herd mentality. They're standing in a line, so it must be good for me to stand in a line. They could have been standing in line to get kicked in the balls. But another 100 or 200 people line up and get kicked in the nuts. A few people line up and get kicked in the JJ. Like, and it's like the same, you know, thinking process. Well, they're in line, so I must stand in line. Well, they say this, and it sounds good, so I must think this or say this. Like, it's unreal, man. It's unreal. We're watching them do it. We know what Biden's plan was. I'm not just saying Biden. I'm just saying Biden because he's just a puppet. You know, it's all of them. It's all of them. He openly stated they were going to eliminate fossil fuels. Guaranteed it, in fact. There's all kinds of videos out there of him saying it. And look what's happening. They're making you poor by making themselves richer, by taking more power from the people and trying to control you further. And everybody just let them do it. You know, the kicker about these red flag laws, man, I'm telling you, you don't even have to have guns for it to happen to you. And they're not going to come knock on your door and ask to have a chit chat. They're going to come with the full force of government. Scary times, man. Scary times. Hey, Frank, turn off your brights. See, like that person right there driving with the brights on, blinding everybody in the rear view. You should be able to stop and say hi to that person. Gotta watch what you say anymore, man. You get red flagged for saying some funny shit. Just playing around. Unreal. 5 years ago, if I told you we were going to be where we're at today in this country, would you have believed me? Probably not. I wouldn't have believed me. I would have told myself I was full of shit and I didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm crazy. What's up, bro?
Are they connected to your phone?
Is who connected my phone?
These.
The beats?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Hang on. Look. Can I just pull it down? Hang on 1 second, guys. They're not down.
For some reason, it's not.
My mom had a problem too. I had to unconnect them from my phone completely. Unpair them. They coming up? Hang on, guys. Let me do this for my son real quick. I'm just going to take literally 2 seconds. Hang on. Get him to hook up to her phone. I'm telling you. I don't know what's up with him. I ain't never had no problems with him. Why don't you just put him on and listen to me yet? Huh? You could possibly learn something. Is your mama back there behind me still? Driving away illegally and shit? I don't know. The world's a funny place, man. You know, sometimes all you can do is laugh. What else you gonna do? Because ain't nobody gonna stand up and say we're not gonna tolerate this shit.
I have to unpair it.
It's not paired, brother. It's not on my phone.
Oh,
It's not on my phone at all.
It's so weird.
I don't know. Your mom had the same problem. Turn it off and turn it back on so you get your pair again. Your mom's gonna be pissed you spilled that Gatorade all over her stuff.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. Tell her you did. You're just gonna believe. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. I'll take the heat for you this time, brother. What's going on in the world today? Anything? Damn, I got 17 people watching and 9 likes. Does that mean I got 8 lurkers? I love you all. Where'd you guys headed? If I told you that, I'd have to kill you. Not really. That's just an old saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just playing. So I can't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. I'm on the interstate. I got my gray Grand Prix behind my truck going, cranking down the road at 70 miles an hour. Big Grand Prix. You probably can't see it. You see that car? It looks like it's riding my bumper. That's my Grand Prix on my tow dolly. I got Christy and the kids back there. One of the kids. No, I'm just kidding. Christy and the kids are back there in that other car behind us. One of the kids and one of the dogs. I got one of the kids and one of the dogs with me. And there's your hint where we're going. Can't tell you anything more than that. When somebody get caught on video, you know, lurking around my property or some shit. Getting stuck with barbed wire in the middle of the property. That'd be funny shit. You get to work? No. I don't know what's your mom had the same problem.
Do you have your charger in here?
I have a charger. That?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in here. I don't know where it's at though. Actually, you know what? I might have taken it inside, man.
Oh, dang it.
If it's in here, it'd be on the dashboard. Or in this mess of a console. So definitely not there. I don't think it's not in here because I was just in here last night. I dug all the way through last night. It's not in there. I promise you it's not. I took it inside. Remember when you were charging yours out in the living room? I was charging mine in mom's room. Yeah. I'm sorry, brother. headed to the promised land, man. The land of the free and the home of the brave. The hearts of the volunteers. All that bullshit, anybody volunteering for nothing. Volunteering to be slaves. I don't know. Just wanted to say my piece on it. I think I've said it. So I'm gonna go get fucked, you know what I mean? I remember when it was 99 cents a gallon. Wasn't that like a year ago? It's insanity, man. Look at the price of diesel fuel. What, over $6 a gallon this week? It's not going to stop going up. The more we use, the more demand there is, the less of the supply there is, the more it goes up. The more money they make, the poorer we get. I mean, the only question I keep asking is at some point, there has to be a break. I don't just jag off a bunch of money. And, you know, we pretty much live week to week. You know, if I had to squeeze 2 weeks out of it, I probably could. But what are the people doing who for real live week to week? You know, and for a while there, every week I was getting further behind. I had about a week left of doing what I was doing, and I was done due to the fuel prices. You know, I mean, think how much of a dent that puts in what you're doing. $600 a week of fuel. Thankfully, you know, we got good people in our life that, you know, want to barter. Like this car, I don't want to say we bartered. So Travis bought this land down here, and we were talking one night, and he was talking about paying me to go over here and work. I was like, man, I wouldn't feel right about charging you. You know what I mean? $50 an hour to go do work on your land that I'm going to be using. And I was going to buy this. We had been talking about me buying this car a long time ago from him when his father first passed away. He said he was selling. I was like, oh shit, I'll buy it from you. It's a 04 Apollo, you know, like 120,000 miles on it or something. So he said, what do you want it for? I was like, yeah, I'll give you that for it, no problem, man. So when it came to working down here, I was like, you know, I can't charge you for working down here. And somehow the car got brought up. I was like, yeah, you want to give me the car for working down here? More power to you. I can't charge you for working on your land. You know what I mean? So now we're driving the car home. So we found ways around, thankfully, thanks to good people, of the fuel. You know, eliminate most of the fuel costs from our lives, at least for the time being. Got people, you know. I've met a lot of really good people down here, man. They're all good people that I've worked for. I've done work for. And, you know, Stacy and Lisa were some of the first people that we did jobs for. And they spent the last couple of days, you know, going out of their way in the morning and at night to do something for me that needed to be done that I wasn't there to do. You know, they just did it again tonight. So, yeah, there's good people around. It's just they're few and far between. And then once you talk to them, you know, they're still kind of on the it's a Biden thing, but they understand that it's not just Biden. It's government. You know, I'm not anti-government. I'm an anti-tyrannical government. I'm an anti-government that declares war against me. I'm anti-government that wants to imprison you for doing nothing more than exercising your natural rights while you harm no one. You know what kills people? Gun control. That's what kills people. You know who enforces gun control? Cops. So you know what kills people? Cops. The mindset of the popo. But, you know, people can't whittle it down to something that small. They need something bigger. They need, you know, blanket statements like, this next gun law will solve all of our problems. Okay. I wish I could read your comments, man, but it's dark out. I'm driving on the interstate. They're small, and I can't right now. And Christy's back there, so she can't read them for me. Back there driving the car, not back there. I was only kidding about her being in the car I was towing. I did ask her to get in the trunk of the Impala, to see how big the trunk was. That's how you judge how big a trunk is. How many 5'2" girls you can fit in. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, guys. That was a joke. That was comedy. Just kidding. I would never really put a body in the trunk of my car unless I was hiding them from the cops. Not dead bodies, live bodies, like trying to help somebody out. You're like, hey, get my trunk. The cops are chasing you. Jump my trunk. God. I don't know, man. I'm going to go. I've said my piece. Game's over. Things are going to start happening at a faster... They've been happening at a faster rate. And I'm going to say some more shit. They've been happening at a faster rate, if you haven't noticed. They, you know, in the past 2 years especially, 3 years, you guys didn't think it was a coincidence that the ATF was coming out and said they were going to start enforcing the polymer 80 ban in August, did you? And now Congress is pushing this through, where every private sale that can be interpreted as being a sale for profit, meaning you must have an FFL, meaning if you make a sale without that. Oh, here's the thing. So everybody's like, well, how are you going to enforce it if you don't know who's got the guns? Hey, stupid. Do you not remember putting out the video 6 weeks ago about the ATF having 800,000 files for 4473s? Or 800 million, I'm sorry. 800 million. They already have their records. And what will happen eventually is they'll put that into play. And they will outright ban private sales. And then they'll come knock on your door and ask you where some guns at. And unless you can prove that you sold it prior to the ban, or prior to them making private sales illegal, guess what's going to happen? If they do that, they might just arrest your ass anyway. Freaky shit. I don't know. I gotta go. Y'all stay safe. Have a good night. Stay armed. It's unfortunate, but it really is unfortunate.